about women. All about wanawake. Say it again. All about women. Let us meet the ladies.
All about women.
Okay, so we have Anrette with us. Anrette has created Kirrete Couture with actually one partner who is Kiboni,
Yes.
who couldn't be with us today because she's in Cameroon enjoying the sun of Cameroon.
Well, I wish she was actually enjoying just the sun. She's actually there working as well.
Okay.
Because we have had quite a few events in Cameroon over the Christmas period till now. So I just got back as well. So
All right.
it's been busy for us.
So who's doing what and in this partnership that you are with?
Well, I'm the creative brain behind Kirrete Couture, and Kibone is the business background. You know. She's also got the creative side as well, you know, but we bounce off each other.
Okay. And so Kirrete Couture was created in 2009.
Yes, January 2009.
1 year.
Yes, so we've just gone over a year, so we are happy still to be around.
And who inspired you to go into this designing business?
Well, I think, you know, growing up as a child, you know, always being very much into fashion, you know, our parents, you know, looking around us in Africa, you know, there's so much inspiration around us from the market women, you know, who throw clothes from the wrapper, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, like the wrap that you wrap to like the print shirts, you know. So it's a combination of like a bohemian style, you know. If you go out there and look at the market women in the market, you know, you would see they're very, very bohemian in the way they put clothes together. And I think that played a really big impact in like influencing my fashion. And also my father, who was very much into his fashion, you know.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
How?
Well, he had to look in a certain way, you know. He liked quality, you know.
Okay, so you had a father who, when he was going out, he needs to be perfect from the toe to the head.
He had to be perfect. It wasn't about how expensive it was. It was about quality, you know. So that very much played a big impact in my life. And then coming out here and the designers like Vivienne Westwood, you know, pushed me into fashion because I looked at her and I wanted to be her. You know?
Really? Okay.
You know, she's a rebel in the fashion industry, and she's very unique in her own style. You know, so I think she's played a very big role, and also from friends, you know, like people that I like their look, from friends and family. Like when I see how they put things together, it can inspire like a next creation of what I do, you know. So I think, you know, creativity is very much, you know, around us. If you look closely, you know, from the trees to the leaves on the street, you know, is very much around us.
Okay. And so you create as well for men. So how come you put some men clothing?
Well, we started Kirrete Couture as a ladies' wear, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, when we uploaded, as you know, Facebook has been like the biggest marketing tool for us, you know, especially as a young designer. We didn't have a website, you know, so Facebook was our website, you know, and thanks to Facebook, you know, I would say they really helped us, you know. We uploaded some of the first work that we ever did, and you know, there was all this big reaction because we didn't know whether what we were trying to do, how the public would take to it, how you know, the Western market would take to it, you know. But once we uploaded all the pictures, you know, we had all these messages like congratulating us, you know, saying, "Oh, you guys are doing this is very fresh, this is exciting," you know. It was different, you know, the colors were bold, you know, we were not afraid to come up with bold colors, but still keeping it, you know, subtle, you know. And we had all these reactions from both men and women, you know, and we had quite a lot of messages from guys, you know, saying, "Why don't we have a Kirrete for men?" You know,
men, they always, you know, they always
so into fashion now. We quite used to just be woman thing, but now even men,
guys are so into fashion, you know, like, you see them now, they're competing with us. Before it used to be like,
Very true.
you go into town
Yeah.
and you want to do shopping for 50 quid, you can pick a couple of outfits. But these days, you wouldn't do that before when it comes to
Yeah.
men's things. But now you can go and actually bargain, and you can go back home with like 3 different shirts.
Very
So, and with all that, they wanted us to like bring out something for them, so we had to like go back to the drawing board. So I had to talk to like my boyfriend, who is very much, a big part of what I do.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Support
Well
from
done, well
family
done.
and boyfriend is always nice.
Yeah, I must say, I mean, he's been a very supportive partner, my sister, my entire family.
Right.
But I had to go back to the drawing board, especially with him, because he's got a design background as well.
Okay.
So I had to go back to the drawing board and say, okay, we've had all these messages from your fellow men saying they want a curate. So how do we do? How I didn't train to design for men, and if you're going to give men something, you have to talk to them, what they want,
Exactly.
how they want to dress, how they want to wear it, where they're going to be wearing it to, work, casual, nightclub. We had to put all those things into consideration, and we sat down, with the design team, and we looked at it again, and we did the first collection, and it was really, really, it was quite interesting. We sold quite a lot of the things. The feedback was absolutely fantastic, and so we did a second collection.
For men, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so how will you describe your creations, and is there anything unique about them or specific?
Yes.
Already we are wearing Kirrete
Yeah.
today.
Oh,
we have to
yeah.
say we are wearing Kirrete today.
Yes. I think with a curate person, the statement behind curate is all about identity. It's actually saying you're not afraid, to stand out from the crowd, which is what we stand for. A man or a woman who believes in themselves, who is confident, who is driven by what who is driven in terms of career wise, social wise. You're not afraid to put something in you that makes a statement. It's because we work in terms of like a traditional embroidery, because based on the fact that Kirrete was actually born from a traditional outfit in Cameroon, which is called the togo. Togo is a traditional outfit, that was worn. It's been from the 1886. It was originally called the dagwara. Then because of civilization, it's been translated down. With civilization and modernization, machines have been made, fabrics have been introduced. So Kibone and myself, we sat down, when I graduated, and I thought, now no more student life.
That's the real life.
Reality, what are we going to do? And she saw my work, and she was very much excited because I style a bohemian look. I created bohemian looks with the African and the Western outfit. I made it very contemporary, and she was very, very interested. And we thought, oh, how are we going to make something that is unique? What are we going to create that is unique, that nobody else is doing?
Yeah.
And we searched hard in our souls, everything else somebody else was doing, And, one thing, and funny enough, how it is something that I'd done back in my university days. I was always bold with my colors, and my lecturers were always like, Anrette, can you tone your colors down a bit?
Really?
and it's so funny because I always tone my ground down. I said, this is what I grew up in. I could not change. I could not be wearing gray, having grown up in bright colors. It's very hard to do that, And we just both said, you know what? Togo is what is going to take Kirrete forward, because Togo is about culture. It's celebrating your heritage, and that's what we stand for, So we took the Togo, which originally, it's a massive gown. Like similar to what Nigerians wear, like the agbada. So if you're from Nigeria, you would relate to what I'm saying. The agbada that you throw up, we simply took, because we wear that in Cameroon as well, but this is heavy embroidery. So we took it and we just made it simpler, because we know that we're targeting the global market, and we could not sell that to the global market. So we sat down and we said to ourselves, okay, how are we going to make this modern, contemporary, for somebody who is a fashionista to wear it to work, to wear it to the nightclub, or to wear it to a wedding, you know. And we sat down and we just made it simple. You know, we work with the traditional symbols, you know, like the gong. This is called the gong, which is something that celebrates, you know, it's a symbol in Cameroon, and I'm sure other African countries can relate to it. You know, it's used for sending a message, you know, when you hit it.
So you can't really,
so we've played with like the symbols, the various traditional symbols on the outfit, you know, and some of them we've made it like what you're wearing. That's actually the chain, you know.
Yes. Is that like for
that is also that is actually from like the slavery time. You know. So women used to do a lot of like jewelry, and they used to embroider that on like only on particular people in the chieftaincy, in terms of like the wives of the chiefs, you know. So you had to come from royalty to wear that embroidery. But because times have changed, you know, things change, you know, we can afford to do that on modern looks now, you know. So most of our clothes, it's all hand embroidery. It's intricate, you know, it's unique. It's not machine where you would take a few minutes to do it. It takes time. You know, we pick the right colors to go, like if you look at the green outfit, you know, we pick the right colors, you know,
the bright colors, as you like them.
Because, you know, these days so much goes around, you know, there's so much gray in our lives.
It's easy to attract.
We need to bring bold, you know, we need to bring color to what life is all about. Color,
to be honest. If somebody sees it from a distance, like, what's that?
Exactly. You know, we've actually done a few trade shows where we've had people say to us, you know, like we put them and we sell them, and we've had women that have come up to us and say, you're selling too cheap. You know? Because what you're doing is unique, and what you're selling is the creativity behind all these outfits, you know. So
what are your price then? What are your price in general for your creation?
Well, the prices for, say, an outfit like this will range from £70.
Okay.
We've got like other outfits, you know, so they would range from £70 to over 100, you know.
Okay.
Okay, we're going for a short break now. We'll be back shortly. Please keep watching.
Cosmetics makes women of color feel good, look great and natural all the time. Do you love fashion? Are you into fashion? Are you a fashion designer or a model? We want to know your story and we want to know about your business. Get in touch. All about women. All about wanawake. Say it again. All about women. Wanawake. All about women. All about wanawake. Say it again.
We are still with Anrette. Anrette was actually the co-founder of Kirrete Couture, and we were actually looking at her creation, and she was showing us, you know, the specialty in her creation with Togo. Is that Togo?
Yes, Togo.
Okay, that's good. And then actually, you know, when I look at that dress, you know, I don't know, Jestina, you know, when we look at that dress, it looks a bit like it's a big size for, you know, fashion stylists, because usually, you know, you would think that
size 8 and size 0.
This like, I could even go into that. So, what's happening?
Well, to be honest, you know, I'm a black woman, and not only a black woman, a woman with curves. You know, growing up, you know, I struggled, you know, to actually find clothes that could suit my body, and I don't think I'm the only one complaining, I think every woman has gone through that stage, whether you're a black woman or you're a white woman or you're an Asian woman, we are all celebrating our curves, and for us it was about making clothes that suited, womanhood, women that wanted to celebrate their bodies instead of struggling to look like, a tiny woman that you were not, It's about, like I say, Kirrete is all about embracing who you are, standing and believing in something, and that's why we decided to do clothes for real women, women that could wear them, you could wear that you could wear that to work, you could wear that to a wedding ceremony,
and feel
you could wear that to a christening, so it was all about coming away from that stereotype look of being a size 0, because your average woman in the UK,
even in the UK,
is not a size 0, it's not a size 8, and neither is it a size 10 either. Your average woman, according to statistics, is a size 12, 14. I think it's a 14. So we wanted women who were real women, to wear our clothes to celebrate, being in a color that, made them stood out of the crowd, So, it's something that, I think more women should be confident, celebrating who you are, because at the end of the day, you see all the models in the magazine. They are models. After the fashion shows, you need to sell clothes.
But nowadays, there's even plus size models, which they're really trying to embrace women that, look, it's not about size 0.
Yeah, you are beautiful. It doesn't because you are size 0 that you are beautiful.
Yeah, because
which is really good.
It's about really celebrating. It's about us women not letting a bunch of people dictate to us what we wear. Because we have to understand that sometimes, people who don't really who want us to look a certain way. You can't let people who want you to lose all the weight in the world to, I've
so you get into a particular outfit.
Oh yes,
I could have the same outfit in a size 14,
of course,
and in a size 8 if I'm a size 8.
Yeah, definitely.
So at least they know, the customers know that it's available.
It is very available.
That's the thing as well, that sometimes, you go in the normal shop, if I can say normal shops, and then if you go over 16, you have to go in big, the people who are big.
They've made particular big stores for that kind of size.
You feel a bit. Yeah, I do understand, and we're a young brand, and we're growing, and with time, and as you say, we make things suited for like what customers want,
Exactly.
If our customers want us to give them a size 18, we will give them size 18. If our customers want us to give them size 10, size 8, but what we would not go for is size 0, because we would use models who are slim, who are curvy, because that would also mean we're encouraging young girls of today not to eat healthily, not to.
It's true. If you had models of size 0,
if we were to do that, then it would really work against what we're trying to do, what we stand for.
That's very really interesting. Great. Yeah, and diverting you from that, if you were to choose 3 celebrities to dress, who would be your choices?
Wow.
And what, maybe?
That's very interesting because there's a whole diverse range of people that I see a Kirrete on them. The first person for me really it's always been Kate Moss. I love Kate Moss because she's such a fighter. She's got a strong spirit. She's not afraid to like make her mistakes, but still come out very strong. She's been through a lot, and I can see her in something similar to what you're wearing. A Kirrete, this is one of our own, but I can see Kate Moss in it, And also I see somebody like Sarah Jessica Parker, and not only saying that, I've spoken to one Nigerian actress before, Stephanie Okereke.
Oh, I love her.
Because I love her work. She's such an ambition, she's so ambitious, she pushes and she keeps pushing, in terms of career, and not leaving out Mrs. Obama. She'll be my all-time favorite, yes, to be in a Kirrete outfit, and I see that coming.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
me too, me
Maybe soon, maybe next year,
Oh,
maybe
yes.
this year sometime.
We're
yeah?
working hard to get
You
her
need to
in
walk the
case.
streets of New York and get an agent, maybe. You
Oh
never
yes,
know.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, my business partner Kibone is in New York, so it's
Okay.
it's a great thing that she's
Close
in
to
New York.
Washington, it's not too
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great thing that she's in New York and I'm over here, so anything that concerns USA, for people who want to contact us, they would contact Kibone over there, and I'm out this way, so I tend to deal with the European market and she covers like the American market,
right.
so that would be my all-time favorite.
And if there's anyone interested in your designs, where can they get them from?
Well, at the moment, we've got a website. If you just go to www.kirretecouture.com or our loyal Facebook followers,
Facebook addict.
yes, because I'm on Facebook all the time. You can go to Facebook, just type Kirrete Couture on Facebook, and you would see Kirrete pop out. We're everywhere. I had one lady say to me, "I've seen your work on everybody's page that I go to. I see a Kirrete."
That's good.
So it's good because
I think we should join as well.
Yeah, I'm already a friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're bad. You didn't tell me about it. Okay. Straight when I get home tonight. Kirrete Couture.
Yes,
I'm on
yes.
it.
We're very there. We're out there. And for those who want to contact me personally, my phone number is 07912 602 095. I'm always ready to take your calls and, to come and do events for you, to dress you to events, we're there to serve, to give our services out to the public,
Exactly.
so.
Exactly. So, okay, so this is all the glittering aspects of Kirrete Couture.
Oh, yes.
Okay. But as for any business, and more as a woman,
Yes.
I mean, what was the biggest obstacle or the biggest sacrifice that you have to do? I know already, you already told us a little bit about your boyfriend. It's good because he's a bit in your business. So you see what I mean? He's helping you, he's supporting you, he's in design. So it's a bit easier,
Yes.
to be with someone who does the same thing than you.
Oh yes, very, very, because you have to be with somebody that understands your work.
Exactly.
It's always a bonus, to actually be with somebody who understands your work, who knows where you're going to, who also has a bit of a background, can really help. And that's one of the biggest advantages of having been with him, apart from the fact that we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
He's been such a great support, and there's so much, there's there's been so much that we've been through, and it's not been easy. There's been so much financial side of it. It's been so tough,
Exactly.
but we believe in what we're trying to do.
Exactly, yeah.
And despite all the struggles, we know that one day, we're gonna explode, and for anyone who wants to invest, we're very
Thank you
available.
very much, Kirrete. It was a pleasure having you with us today, and we wish you all the best
Oh,
in the
thank you.
future
Thanks
with your
for having
business.
us.
If you want any more information about Kirrete Couture, you can log into our website www.AILTV.com, where you will get her contact details if you've missed them.
Jeanette Rosie Cosmetics makes women of color feel good, look great and natural all the time.
So tell us a bit about this. What made you
Become a coach.
becoming a coach in this relationship?
First of all, I originally was a driving instructor. I had my own driving school.
Diversion.
From driving to
Yeah.
relationship. Maybe there's a link. We'll see.
Not really. And I was married and I had a very painful divorce, etc. It was a very bad marriage. And from that, I decided to reflect on myself and worked on myself to get myself in a position where I could forgive and move on from there. And I started to study life coaching and started working with myself, and then realized that I had to take responsibility for the woman that I chose and the actions that I took place in that marriage. So from that, I wanted to be able to help people in any area of their life. That some of us just need someone to guide, hold our hand and guide us in the right direction. So
Very true.
So from there, I started working with a top speed dating company called X Factor Dates, and I was running their speed dating events for them. And when I qualified as a life coach, they asked me to run a dating seminar for the women called I Can Find the Right Man. So there was about 50 women in the seminar, and 10 of them were black women. And it was the black women that said to me, you need to do this for the black women, it's needed, because I ran my first workshop, and I said it was really good. It's really good to see a black man doing something positive and doing that. You need to do it for the black women.
All about women.